All right.
So are you planning to make a goshala yourself in Atlanta also? Or?
Yeah, we wanted to build one because in Atlanta, big city, not one single goshala. So if we start one at our temple, it'll be a great way to invite, guests, devotees. It has to happen.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
You have enough land around your temple, or you have to buy extra land?
Well, the temple's in the city, but we
Yeah.
want to find a farm that's
Okay. Yeah.
Westerners are really interested in not cow protection, but cow therapy. That's like a big thing. Cow cuddling. They like the idea of it. I feel like that can shift the consciousness of people. They see them more as pets. Like in America, dogs are really popular.
Yeah.
If they see a cow as more of a pet, then maybe they'll at least stop eating mother cow.
We have to educate people.
Yeah, of course. That's very important.
How long have you been serving at this particular goshala? And
since November 2022.
Mhm.
I'm here.
And you had any previous experience working with cows, working on a
Yes.
farm?
2010 I was in Baghdad, Mena,
Wow.
and I had a Bhakta course there. And I was very often outside of my normal schedule. I was in a goshala, just serving the ox and the cows. I also gave healing treatments to cows, things like that. It was crazy stuff.
What kind of treatment?
Healing, energetical healing.
For the cows.
Yeah, I have this ability. And it was interesting. There was one cow. She was lying on the ground only, and I went to her. I did not know that she was pregnant. I went to her and I gave her treatment, and I prepared her water also with energies. And after a while she stood up, she started getting up and walking again. And the doctor, the veterinarian, was very surprised that this happened.
Wow.
So it was also, I never know. Sometimes I know that I can do something for a person or for a being, and then I do that, but I never know the outcome is just Krishna's outcome.
Yeah.
Just the result is his always. Just.
That's what Prahlad Maharaj says in the 7th canto. That a drowning, a parent can't save their child, medicine can't save a patient. It all depends on Vishnu's mercy, Krishna's mercy.
Yeah, everything. If
Yeah.
Krishna wants that you die, then nobody can protect you.
Right.
When Krishna wants to protect you, nobody can kill you. That's very clear. That's like that.
Yeah.
So interesting that we had the group from Simhachal when they wanted to make a big milk big milk project. They wanted to have like 60 cows and serve whole Germany with ahimsa milk. And they came here, and then after that they were a little bit like not so enthusiastic because you don't count in all these animals which are hanging around later, and you have to feed them and you have to take care of them. And for 20 years, it's a long time.
Yeah.
And that's gonna happen. So what they learned here is breeding for milk is not really working out. There's cow protection and milk production. So when you have some cows who give milk, that's good, that's nice.
Yeah.
But long term, just breeding and having milk, at the end you have so many animals. And that's quite something. You have to have the manpower, you have to have the land, everything. You need machines, so many things hanging.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah.
How many acres do you have dedicated to the cows?
100 of the 300 are for the cows.
300 acres?
We have 300 acres, but 100 are especially for pasturing grounds.
And you have 60?
70, yeah.
70?
Yeah.
Wow. So they have a lot of room to
That's a
roam.
lot. And when you see how huge the plots are where they are, they are really huge. And after a few days, everything is gone.
Oh my
They're
God.
eating. So it's quite something.
Yeah.
It's also, you can see the devotees who are dedicated here, they are not coming to the morning program anymore, they're doing just this.
For the cows.
Yes, it's like they're starting at 5 in the morning, and you have to have some shifts over the day, and at 6, 7 in the evening it's finished. So it's 14 hours of service every day, where you're just busy with the cows, with the oxen, with everything.
Wow.
And that's a lot.
Well,
It's not just, oh, when you have 2 or 3 cows, okay, that's nice for protection or whatever, 4 or 5. Yeah. But when it becomes like a dimension like this, that's something else.
Most cows live till 20 years old
Yes.
on average.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, they milk up to what age?
I mean, we have one special cow, she's
Yeah.
23, still
Still.
giving 5 liters every evening, every afternoon. So that is that, but that is not the normal thing. It's just most of the cows of this, we have now in the Goshala here, we have around 25, 26 cows still, and only 10 are milkers. And the others you have to feed.
They're Swiss cows? Swiss or Jersey?
Some are Swiss, we have one Jersey, we have some Swiss brown, and I think the most ones are
Zebu?
no. There's one Zebu also from the Zebu. The most are this Tyrolean Grey. I don't know why they have this. I never asked why they have these breeds. Just it's good to. I mean, what I know from the group from Simhacharan, they said that these English cows, that they have like a special milk, a lot of fat in the milk. Yeah. So.
No gear cows?
So, yeah, like I said, just you have 10 cows with milk, and then you have a lot of others just who are running with them, and you have to take care of them, things like that.
What were you saying about the calves drinking the milk? You have to separate them because they'll make themselves sick or something, or?
No. Just it's in the beginning they drink the milk of their mothers, just very clearly. But after a few months we have to stop that because they are so strong, and they become so aggressive when you want to separate them again, because they want to all drink all the milk they drink.
Yeah.
So that makes it like necessary to separate. I mean, they're living next to each other, but they're not getting the milk anymore.
Yeah.
They are strong enough then also, and they eat normal food, so that's not the problem.
How old do you start feeding them normal?
3 months, I think.
3 months.
3
Okay.
months, yeah.
I see. 3 months, let them drink as much as they like.
Not, I mean, I don't know how much they let them drink, just because they have you don't know, because it's not filled up in the bottles. Just they drink from the mother a few minutes, and then they take them away again. Yeah. And also they are very, very early. They are used to being bound, tied up. Just very early, from the first days when they are tied up. It's like this here. It's not everywhere like this. So that's everybody has to find out what is the best way for them.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's the nicest way when they can be with their mother all the time. They can run around in a little whatever round, or little how to say, in a bigger box, whatever. But we don't have this here.
Why? Why not? Just.
So many animals, not so much space.
Yeah.
So that is the necessity it is. Yeah.
I see.
And so the men are out taking care of the cows 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. What kind of activities does that consist of? 14 hours of...
Yeah, just coming in the morning, cleaning, because they pass stool and
They collect it and then
we
put it
have
fresh.
to bring it outside, cleaning. Then the milking cows get some muesli before they get milked. Then the milking time starts. The other cows are going outside. They have to drink water, because inside they cannot drink water. We have no water supply inside, so things like that. There's always a routine just going on over the whole day. Then after when the milking process is finished, then all the cows are going to their 2 groups, and then they're going out to the pasturing ground until 2 in the afternoon, something like this. And then they're coming back, and the whole thing starts again. And meanwhile, the big cleaning is starting when the cows are outside, the big cleaning is starting inside. Especially in the winter, it's so much that you cannot imagine how much we have to clean. So anyway, it's like, and then you have to prepare always the food for the cows coming in again. You prepare the straw for making the beds again, things like this.
So even during the summertime, you're still giving them grains and.
Yeah, some of the especially the milking cows, they're getting grains 2 times a day.
Extra.
Yeah, extra. So they need that also when they're just giving a lot. So they need some more strength, some extra strength, something extra.
How many liters does the average cow give in the summer? How many
Liters?
Or however you measure it, gallons, liters?
Yeah, they have liters. I don't know because I'm not familiar with the milk room. I was never there, but it's quite. Sometimes it's like 90 liters or something like this in total. You know,
amongst all of them.
From all of them. So
And that's it goes to the deity kitchen.
Some part goes to the deity kitchen, and some to the normal kitchen. Yeah, it's like.
And families also, do they purchase some?
Some families purchase milk.
Yeah. Tourists or no? No tourists. Okay.
No, it's just a few, not very often.
Okay.
We're noticing there's this on the way here. There's this stall that has the bees. You can the honey.
Yeah.
Is there any shop where you can buy cow products? You make like cow soap or sell? No cow product.
No.
You just not have.
Those who are here, they are just busy with maintaining this thing.
Worship the cow.
There should be some extra person who is inspired to do that.
Make medicine.
I mean, of course, just you can sell the urine. You can sell the dung in paddies or things like that.
Do the devotees here personally use the urine or the dung for anything?
Maybe dung for the garden, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Because like after you've worked here the whole day, just when you come home, there's not so much activity.
Yeah.
I can really tell you, it's just when you're in the winter time, especially when you have really just have the whole animals, you have to feed them all. Just around 39 oxen. You have to feed them. You have to prepare the portions for them for breakfast and for dinner, and then then for 30, and then for all of them, and then after you fed them, just you have to clean, and then you're doing the whole day like this, you know. And I had so many injuries, just elbows, wrists, shoulder pain. I had a hit here in the lower part of the back, and there was no feeling anymore.
A bull hit you? A bull hit you?
No, it was like I don't know how to say when you lift something and
pull.
It was like, and I had like for 3 weeks I had no feelings in the here, and it was very painful to sit in the morning and to sit at all. So what I was thinking, just I never went to any doctor. I'm a crazy guy, like I said. So I said to myself, everything in this world is temporary. So this will also, and it was also everything was going away after a while. It's like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm like this. Sorry.
Did you were enthusiastic to work with cows? Or are you doing it more out of duty? And it seems like a lot of work. So
I never thought about doing this. It came to me. I was in Zagreb temple. I wanted to join the Budapest temple, and they said, you are too old. You have no recommendation. Get out of our temple. And then there was an English Prabhu was there, and I met him 2 times in 2 different German temples for just a short conversation. And I met him there, and he took me in here. And then the first thing which happened, there was this Mataji who's running the guest house. She said, from today on you are a volunteer here. And on Monday you start doing service in the garden. And I was in the garden, you know, like this, the whole day, like, like this. It was like, in the evening I was thinking, oh Krishna. Then I started here. I mean, I was giving it a try. After 2 weeks I came here. And it was like, it was upright and just like this. That was much better
for you.
Yeah.
And then even the arrangement with the ashram was here. Everything was the bed was made actually here for me. And I have learned to accept what Krishna gives me. I'm not just demanding, I want this and that. So that I could have maybe gone to the kitchen because for a long time I was serving in the kitchen. I was cooking for the devotees, things like that.
In Germany?
In Germany. And also in Radhadesh in Belgium, I cooked for devotees. I loved it, actually. Making sweets and all these things. This is also something I really love to do. But anyway, here it was not like this, so I thought, okay, now I'm here, I accept what is coming, and it was the kosher, very clearly.
Wow.
So, although I did not like it so much, I mean, I liked the service, but it was, for my body, it is really, sometimes it's too much. And like I said, I had a lot of pain, a lot of things just there.
You were like 50s?
63.
63. Wow.
63.
Yeah,
Yeah.
63.
The milk's keeping you young.
Yeah, Krishna. Krishna gives me, I don't know. It is, I can tell you something for sure, it is a curse and a blessing at the same time. So it's a curse because devotees think, oh, he's looking so good, he can do more service.
Wow.
And they're demanding more from me. I said, you know, I'm 63. I have to remind them sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
But so, I saw you led Mangalarti this morning.
Yeah.
So, but generally you aren't able to go because
No, I go.
Oh, you go.
This is my Mangalarti, I have to go.
Yeah.
This is something I cannot skip. Sometimes I do because when the service was too hard the day before and I feel like I need more rest for preparing for the next, then I do that. It's sometimes one time or two days in a week, but the other days I go. I have to go. That makes my day. And also, I mean, I have to go because there are not so many devotees from here are going to the Walkaround.
Yeah.
And even of those who are coming, only a few are really singing. Most of them they say they will not sing.
Why?
So
Why are not devotees coming?
That's a good question.
They're still sleeping?
I don't know. What's the problem? I don't know.
It seems like the whole reason behind a farm community is devotees come to worship the deity together. They're living simply.
I don't really. I mean, what I can tell you is from my experience. When I was in Radhadesh many years ago, there was Hridaya Chaitanya. He was the temple president, and he was every morning in the Walkaround. In the whole morning program, he was there.
Temple president.
And the temple room was full with devotees. When he left and he became GBC, completely changed everything. No more morning program attendance. And here, you can hardly see any of the leaders here at the temple in the morning program at all. Never. One time in a year maybe, if you're lucky. And that is not good. That's for me. I mean, for me it's like we are following examples, and when you have an example who is not coming, then you're also following this.
I see.
You have to have someone who inspires you.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, just otherwise, how would you have stayed in this movement? How would you just want to go on? Where comes your enthusiasm from? You see others being enthusiastic and you follow.
Yeah.
You like to follow. You see, oh, this is what I want to achieve also. And here you don't have that. I don't know.
So maybe if the leaders were a bit more
Presence. There's no presence.
That's it.
No.
That's all it takes.
No presence. Maybe that's one reason. The other reason maybe is kirtan events. Maybe, I don't know. Just it's possible because I had also quite some very bad experience with kirtan events. Just I stopped chanting at all after a kirtan event. And I could feel the energy was so bad, but I was thinking it's the holy name. Come on, just sing from all of your heart. And afterwards I was finished.
Because the mixing of the men and women?
Mixing men and women, listening to women singing is not good for us. Very clearly. And especially those who are making a show, they're spoiling everything. They're spoiling the whole energy.
Look at me, look at me.
Yes, look at me.
Look
Oh
at me.
yes, I'm such a great.
Look at me, look at me.
Yes. That's just I avoid them. And here also when these famous Kirtanias are coming here with the long hair and the tight shirts. I never go there. Never.
Yeah.
I've learned from this.
Seems like most devotees who do that aren't really studying Srila Prabhupada's books.
No. They're not even coming to morning programs, I can tell you. I was in Radhadesh for a long time, and these celebrities, whoever their names are, they are never in the Radharati, never ever. They start with the kirtan, and they sing until the night, and then they sleep in the morning, and then they start at 10 o'clock with the kirtan. So, how should that go? Where should that lead to?
Spiritual practice, yes.
Yeah.
Have to be strict.
It's so important. It is so important.
And so you have deity. You have, which deities do you have?
Gaunitai.
Gaunitai.
You want to see them?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. To my room. Hare Krishna. Jai. Here they are.
They've come all the way from Germany.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful.
Like Maharaj at a Vyasa Puja celebration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this picture a lot.
Wow, they look very happy.
Mm-hmm.
You like bathe them every day, or you just put little flowers or puja?
No, nothing. Just I cook 2 times a day. Give them water 2 times a day.
Very
That's
simple.
it. Just very simple, and I keep it simple because at the moment I cannot do more.
Home standard is different, yeah.
And,
Going tired.
Yeah. And I will not just do something more. Otherwise, I have to maintain this and this until I cannot do it. I will not do it.
Yeah.
I just.
They're happy that you're worshiping the cows.
Yeah. I hope. And I hope they're happy, a little bit happy with my cooking also.
What do you make? Just some sabji and.
In the morning, I always cook a porridge.
Oh.
Different kinds of grains and ingredients, spices, and then mostly for lunch, I cook khichdi. Yeah. Some also different kind of ingredients, spices.
Yeah. If you're a good cook,
vegetables. Yeah.
If you know how to cook, you can cook simple items and it's actually very delicious. You know, nutritious. Yeah. You get a lot of different vegetables from the garden. And
I can buy in the Bhakta shop. I get a lot, and I can show you my little
Pantry.
treasure. I have always abundance here. Abundance. Krishna gives me so many things. Fruits and vegetables and grains and whatever. It's amazing.
It's like the pastime of who was that? Who was Murari the hunter? And then when he found out, Narada Muni says, "I'll provide everything that you need."
Yes.
And then all the villagers were coming and bringing him fruits.
Yes. This is how it goes.
He had so many things brought to him, he couldn't even eat all of it.
Yeah. I mean, since 2009, I'm really living on Krishna's mercy, and I never had a day where I had to starve or where something was. And even when for a while I was working in the school, and it was really just not so much money I had, but when I was really short in something, there was a friend coming and bringing me a box of vegetables or fruits, or sometimes he dropped some Lakshmi. I did never call him or ask him, just Krishna was arranging something, always.
It's a miracle Krishna takes care of his devotees.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing, really.
What's the youngest aged person you have working here? Who's the oldest?
I think I'm the oldest, and the youngest is should be Doyaram Prabhu, is 24.
24. Would you feel comfortable with someone younger than that? 15. I know these cows are big.
Yeah. Sometimes the schoolboys are coming and helping here.
Okay.
That is also happening. Yeah. Just sometimes.
Yeah.
We're going to the manor also.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to visit there for a few
Yeah,
days,
that's
mostly to see the Goshala.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to New Simhachalam.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also New Mayapur. And I forgot what other farm project. Oh, it's Czech.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah,
Brno.
Navagokula and
Yeah.
Krishna's yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is from downstairs.
Yeah.
This is your cow seva.
And we were doing the
Program.
math yesterday about the.
Yeah.
How often does this fundraiser program pretty much sponsor all the cows?
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
You must ask the leaders for that.
Uh-huh.
What I'm trying to understand is that a lot of ISKCON temples, mostly funds are coming from Indians, but here it seems like mostly Hungarian yatra. Are there a lot of Indians coming and giving big donations, or
I don't know.
no?
I really don't.
Like in the Bhaktivedanta Manor, mostly all
Yeah,
Indian.
I know. That I know. I could experience for a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
but here it just seems like mostly local Hungarian.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is not international at all. When you see the signs or whatever, just it's all in Hungarian, not even another language.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is paying off long term, because we're an international society and we should open up for being international also.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of tourists come to this Goshal.
Yeah, tourists are coming also from Germans are coming and sometimes they're asking me what is the sometimes there was a festival day and they asked me, well, do you know what is the program? I said, no, I cannot. This is Hungarian. I have no idea. Just why not making the program in Hungarian and English? So at least because all the world is speaking English, or a lot of people are speaking English. I don't know why this is like. They are just a little bit like this. Hungarian, I don't know. I like them.
Yeah.
I like to be here. But it's difficult to have a relationship because you don't have so many who speak English. You can have an exchange. That is actually really a problem here. So there's also we had Ramanuj Prabhu for a while. He was from India. And it was also his biggest complaint that he was in the ashram there in
He's a brahmachari?
the Brahmachari ashram, and he could not speak with anybody because they are only speaking Hungarian. So. And he was happy to be here that he could at least have some exchange with me. Yeah, so
That's big. Yeah.
that's special here.
Do you have any cows that are really aggressive, and
Yes.
how do you handle that?
There's one cow, actually two cows, but one you can handle her a little bit, but the other one is staying always in the gosha. She's always tied. That's the result. What can be done? She's really hard, very very heavy, just unbelievable, and nobody wants to touch and wants to do. Everybody was refusing just to go and do something with her.
Wow.
So she's standing now the whole day in the gosha, which is sad, but it's her result. What can be done?
Yeah.
Do the devotees make ghee, yogurt, or just mostly milk and milk sweets?
In the kitchens they make yogurt and cheese,
Paneer?
and they used to make paneer. Yeah. So, but ghee they're not using ghee. I also don't know why. Normally you have to have a ghee lamp, but they have a coconut oil lamp. But that's also not really standard.
They make sandesh?
They make sandish, very nice. You must try. You must try the sweets here because they are really amazing. Really,
Yeah.
from this milk here, from these cows.
First class.
First class, really.
Mm.
Unbelievable.
Bhakti Vikas Maharaj was in America, staying in Atlanta for 2 months.
Yeah.
And there's a farm, a devotee farm, about 6 hours away.
Yeah.
So we would drive once a week to go get milk. Maharaj, they would make all these different things with Maharaj. Yeah, Maharaj would usually take sandish.
I know, yeah. He was here, he was taking a lot of sandish for lunch. He took 5 or 6 sandish for lunch.
Bhakti Vikas Swami.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Maharaj was here how long ago?
He was here last year, 1st of August for 1 day.
Oh wow.
And I was cooking for him.
Wow.
Oh.
Because nobody was there. And we were just reading there was an explanation what we have to cook for him. And we were just copying it, we were just reading it, and then we had to make up the kitchen because the kitchen was used as a storage room for towels and bedding stuff and everything. We had to just take this all away. We had to bring in pots and spices, and it was such a stressing situation. And we made it until the last second. We were just ready with everything, and then you could take lunch with Shivaram Swami.
Wow.
Because at that day they had there was this last year. There was this bushu. I don't know. This is something. It has nothing to do with Hare Krishna. It's just some market which many people are coming from. They're having their own little shops and selling
They
whatever.
do it here at the temple?
They do it here on the road. The whole road is
Oh.
just there are a lot of these little shops, and then
Once a year they do it?
3 days, and then there will be no Bhagavatam class, no everything is just bushu,
Oh.
crazy stuff.
They're selling what?
They are selling. I don't know. Some are selling crystals. Some
Oh.
are selling. It's like a market, you know. just
Yeah.
like a normal.
Devotees.
No.
Oh, people.
People from everywhere. Just
Okay.
devotees, and everything is mixed.
I see.
So then
That's in July?
that's in July, yeah.
I've
And then-
heard about that. Yeah, Buchu.
Bushu, yeah.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, it is a big thing. A lot of thousands of people are coming.
Oh.
So anyway, at that time last year there was Ekadashi, and Shivaram Swami has decided we are not celebrating this Ekadashi. We're doing it on the 1st of August, and that was when our Guru Maharaj was there, and he took lunch, and Shivaram Maharaj had Ekadashi food, and we cooked normal for his Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. That was nice. It was a lot of stress, but it was also very nice. Yeah. So, and then we were also. For a long time I was thinking, I have to go at least once when I'm here. I have to have this bull cart ride around, and I never got the chance. And when Guru Maharaj was here, he was invited, and I was also invited. It was like he was sitting in the front, I was sitting in the back, and it was very nice day. So I got my bull cart ride.
When did you take initiation from Maharaj?
2 years ago.
In Germany?
It was in Lika, Croatia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
When the whole
with our
group
devotees.
was, Atlanta group was there.
Abhimanyu.
Yeah. Abhimanyu was there. Matsya was still, what was his name?
Matthew.
Matthew, yes.
And Kalki.
Kalki was there, yes.
Nitravan.
Some Matachis were there, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I was so happy there. That was really like coming into a different world. Because in the temples there's so much mixed up, so much deviation. And I was so happy to be in a place where everything is very clear, very organized, structured, Krishna conscious. So good. After such a long time in a mess, yeah.
Matsya Prabhu just took second initiation.
I was also recommended, but just I don't know what happened with that. Yeah. Anyway. I'm waiting for cooking. No, I'm not. I just like I said, I've learned to accept, and that's working really good.
Yeah, that's a nice principle. Yeah, satisfaction.
It's not always what you want. It's better when you accept. You know what Krishna wants, and when you go this path, just comes closer to what you also want. You understand what is the best for you, and not what Yeah.
There's a verse like that in the Bhagavad Gita. It says, Yad dritsha laba santushto, that you should be happy with whatever comes of its own accord.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can live a long life and a happy life with satisfaction, something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the...
When you how was it? When you live by what comes by its own account, you can have a happy life.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah. Bhagavatam says that kamasya nindriya pritir lavojivete yavata jivasya tattva jignasa nartayascheta karmali, that life's desire should not be for sense gratification.
Yes.
You should live a simple life for preservation. You should inquire about the absolute truth. That's the first canto.
Krishna. How many better I can sing Hare Krishna a long time.
The kirtan was nice this morning. Yeah, like that. That was the first time I had like nice darshan. I was like, that was amazing. The deities were so beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Yeah, that was. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, when I came here, I've been in so many temples all over the world. But when I came here and I saw Krishna on the altar, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you read the descriptions in the Bhagavatam about when whoever, the four Kumaras, when they first time saw Vishnu, or when Dhruva Maharaj, when Vishnu appeared in front of him,
Yeah.
and you see all the descriptions, and I think, yeah, okay, read. But when you see him here, you think, oh yes,
Govinda.
oh yes.
I was expecting a bigger altar for some reason. I thought they had like Gauranitai, Radha Krishna, and like.
Part of the temple's under maintenance, right? Or is that the full temple?
There's normally this is because we are in the morning we are singing the Nishingadev prayer in front of the altar when the altar is closed. Normally there's an extra altar for Lakshmi Nishingadev there, where's the maintenance now. And there's also then a puja going on at that time, everything.
Okay.
At the moment it's a little bit different.
Is it a big deity of Nrsimhadev?
No.
Small.
The big deity is in Simachalam.
Yeah.
The big one. It was a very special relationship with him since the beginning. Very loving relationship.
So for someone who's like just never worked with cows before, how would you tell them to prepare, or like tell them what to expect? Obviously the hours are long, maybe the work is hard. Are there any particular skills?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is you get some feedback from these animals. You can be sure about that. So when your sadhana is good, you will have a good feedback. If your sadhana is bad, you will have also a feedback like that. You can be sure, because these animals they see what is going on with you. For example, we had a butcher here for a while, doing service here, and this Chandan, he gave him so heavy times with the horns, and he was really like hurt a lot from Chandan, and I said to Taratwaj, who is one of our leaders here, I said, isn't it better when we don't let him work with the oxen? And he said, for what he has done, Chandan should have killed him. He was really very heavy on that. And Chandan is giving me a little bit back from what he deserved.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had also not much experience. Like I said, when you have good sadhana, then you are awake, and then you are aware of what is going on, and you can react also very fast to when something unexpected is coming. But when you are dreaming, then it's a very dangerous place.
You have to be conscious, alert.
Yes, for sure. For sure. But like I said, out of a sudden there's a fight going on and you're standing in between. So what to do? That happened several times. And I had my stick and I was just beating them. And then one of the leaders later said to me, don't do that again. Just get out of it. Get out of the place. Don't do that again.
So that is kind of the best thing to do, just stay out of it.
I mean, that was my kshatriya nature going in between. I mean, it never happened something serious to me. Just,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's better to go out of the way. Yeah. So.
Do they, in the winter, do you heat the Yoshal?
No, it's warm enough for us.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay.
Yeah. Also, in the oxen, they are. You can see they have just a roof upon the head. That's it. They're always outside. They get a thick skin that protects them from the cold. Nobody has a cold. We have colds, but they never become sick.
And you said you breed intentionally. You call the doctor, and you.
Yeah.
So you do that. Do you try? Is it that you try to maintain a certain level of milking cows, like at 10 or?
Yeah, we have a manager here, and he comes, and he says, next year we are going to have so many new cows.
Okay.
We need more milk.
I see.
And but here the devotees who are doing service here, they said, oh no, they had a discussion about that recently. They said we have enough, no more animals.
Maintain the ones you have.
Yes, no more. I mean, on one hand we are giving advice to devotees from Simhachalas, don't breed for milk, and we are breeding for milk. That is not, it's not going together. Just, yeah. Good.
Do you see that the project overall is like increasing, and like, do you think it'll continue to maintain itself, or do you see it sort of like starting to fade out a little bit?
For me, I mean, we are a spiritual community, and when the programs are not visited by the devotees, I don't know how long they will be able to maintain this.
Because the main thing, you have to have the main thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it's like this is the driving force is that you have a good spiritual.
Yeah, worshiping the Lord.
Yeah. That's not, I don't know why it's not here. They have such a nice temple. I've never been in such a temple before.
There's nothing like this in the whole world now.
It's amazing. Just
in India, I mean, you can't really compare this to India,
Yeah.
because India's, that's been going for thousands of years. You know?
yeah.
Vedic culture is where it began.
So when there was a European leaders meeting was here, and Vila Chaitanya, who was the temple president in Radhakrishna many years ago, he was here as a GBC, and he said, "Why is nobody coming?" There was the Mangalarati. It was me and the European leaders. That was it. Why is nobody coming? Where are the devotees? I said, I don't know. Is it always like this? I said, yes, mostly.
I can understand when you have kids and they're a little younger, but
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be a regular thing. It's like, they should be coming, making.
Yes. I mean, and they don't. I mean, they're not allowed to have home deities, so the Radhesham are the only deities.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Not allowed.
I mean, that's good in a sense. It's really good. Like,
Yeah.
But it's, but you cannot see it. Just, I mean, you know, when you have these deities, you would think like that. Oh, they are devotees are coming. They are coming to the programs. Gaurarati. Nothing.
Gaurarati, nobody.
Nothing. Just
Oh.
sometimes I'm the only one singing there, and I'm really just I can tell just there's nobody coming to Gaurarati.
That's strange.
It is strange.
Obviously, because I knew you had deities, so I thought maybe other people did, and maybe they wouldn't come because of that. But you're saying there's
Those who are living inside, these 130 devotees, they are not allowed to
not
have home
allowed.
deities.
Wow.
That's
good.
It is good. Yeah.
But then they're not coming. That's strange.
I don't know. I also don't know. I don't understand this. And I mean, I'm doing my thing. I want to serve Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj. And what others, they have to pay for this at the end, and I have to pay for my thing at the end. That's it.
Yeah.
I try to be there as much as possible. I sing. I have to sing so many times because nobody is there for singing. Just sometimes I think, oh Krishna, I feel really like, why? I mean, they must be feeling bored that I'm singing again. Why me again? Just anyway, what can be done?
humble state of mind.
It's sad. I feel that it's sad. This place has deserved something more.
Did you serve any time in the brahmachari ashram? Did you serve as a brahmachari for any
You
time?
mean with the saffron? Huh?
Yeah, saffron. Yeah. No.
You joined about 10 years ago or something?
Yeah, 17, 18 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So you were like in your 40s or 50s?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
End of 40s.
You were living what kind of work were you doing before you joined?
I was 20 years in the military.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I got stuck in the military because you come out of school. I mean, I had an apprenticeship as an electrician, but then I came into the military, and because I had no idea what to do, and I got stuck in the military. 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, and I was a professional soldier. And then I had almost past 20 years, and then there was this possibility to get out of the military when you have not crossed 20 years. You could just turn your professional soldier into a soldier of time 20 years. So, and I had 2 days to do that. Normally impossible. But there were some books coming to me sometime before, not so long time ago, maybe half a year before, Bhakti Yoga and Science of Self-Realization. And I had to leave my house at that time also. I had a new built house. My wife wanted to live without me, and I took my things and I said goodbye.
Wow.
So I read these books and I was thinking, oh wow, Srila Prabhupada. That was exactly what I was looking for my whole life. Just I was looking for authenticity. Just wherever I was, whatever teachers I had, I was looking, what are they speaking about and what are they doing? It was like really like this. And when we were just speaking like this and doing like this, I said, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But Prabhupada was like, and then I had, like I said, I had 2 days to get off the military, and I was in Cologne and I had to drive to Trier, where was my home base. It was 1.5 hours drive with the car. And before I did that, I was calling my highest superior, and I said to him that I want to do this and this. And I was vegetarian at that time in the military. I was eating only fruits at that
Oh,
time.
wow. You're probably one of the only ones doing that.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Then he said to me, Mr. Gebelik, have you eaten something wrong this morning? Because he knew I was just eating only fruits. I said, no, everything is good, everything is fine. I don't want to stay here any longer. I cannot stay. I said, yes, come. I will not throw you any stones in the way. Just come in. And then I drove home, and instead of pushing in a hard rock cassette, I was singing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna for 1.5 hours. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Don't ask me why. Until today, I don't know why I was singing Hare Krishna. I don't know where this melody came from. I was singing Hare Krishna.
Wow.
And I came there, and everybody signed my letters. And one day I was out. And
Normally it takes like months or something.
yeah, normally they need at least 14 days to send you something back. We've received your letters and we are thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then in one day I was out. And then even on this last day, I had to sign some other letters so that I get some help, financial help, until I find some work and whatever. And on this last day, we went to this office. It was Friday, the 31st of March. And these people who were working in the office, they had already packed their bags ready for, Friday, they go home, weekend, goodbye. And when I came there, I said, how dare you? He was really rushed. He was really very angry to us. How dare you to put me under pressure? Why? How could you do that? How could you do that? and then he signed all the letters, and then I had 3 years paid vacation.
Wow.
And I was studying Ayurveda. So many other things were coming, from military to Ayurveda to whatever, healing came, everything came to me. Everything was there.
Interesting.
Just amazing things. And then I had 5 years my own practice. It was also a very interesting field to learn how my own example inspires others to do it, to live Ayurveda, for example. And it was very clear what I was doing, they were doing, what I was not doing, they were not doing, very clear. The feedback was always, I understood very well, okay, The example is very important. I learned that there. And then later, I had the same thing when I joined with the Hare Krishnas. It was the same things when I was in the temples. I was looking for the association of those who were just following, and I avoided those who were just doing some nonsense stuff, because everything is there. Everything is there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everything is there. So you have to choose very carefully who you have the association with. Yes.
So after you left your military, wait, first of all, how did you get Prabhupada's books?
Oh, there was Christmas Eve, and I was married to a woman. She had 3 children before. So, and this eldest stepdaughter, she had a boyfriend, and obviously on the street he has received these 2 books, and he gave me these 2 books as a gift.
Whoa!
And I was thinking, what I'm doing with yoga books? I'm not doing yoga. And I put them in the shelf.
Whoa!
And then when I left the house, I took these books with me. This is how it's going with the books, you know.
Oh man,
it's crazy. So you never know what a book is doing. I mean, even sometimes the person who gets the book just doesn't get the benefit. Just he gives it to someone else.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you left your service,
Yes.
and then you did Ayurveda program.
I had my own practice for 5 years.
And then you joined the temple. But in that meantime, you were going to temple, you were chanting.
Yeah, I mean, this Ayurveda practice, when you have an Ayurveda practice, you have to have Indian stuff in your Indian curtains, Indian pictures. So I bought some Indian pictures. I liked these pictures a lot. I had no idea who they were. It was Radha Krishna, it was Shamasundara was there, Lakshmi Devi was there. They were all in my, but I had no idea who they were. I didn't know. I liked the pictures. I bought the pictures because I liked them. So, and after that, the devotees who had this shop, they were giving my address to other devotees who were living next to me, and they made a contact on Christmas Eve also again, the next Christmas Eve. They were writing a letter to me and inviting me to Bhagavad Gita or whatever. And then it took me with them one time in the temple. And everything, and when I was in the temple, I was thinking, oh Krishna, where am I here?
What temple was this?
Walkaround in Austria, Germany. So everything was completely strange. Just the way they were dressing, singing, these dolls on the altar. For me it was dolls at that time. What are they doing here? So, but the one thing which made me come back was the prasadam. They were really cooking amazing prasadam at that time. Amazing. And I came back because of that. And then after a while, I don't know, in my so-called morning meditation, I started chanting 1 round, Hare Krishna. Yeah. And then when this time I was married, the second time I tried it again, I had not enough, so anyway, then from one day to the next, my second wife threw me out of the apartment, and she did not speak to me anymore. And then a few weeks later she came with another man, and then it was like, wow, it was really a very painful experience. The suffering was so big. And the only thing which gave me relief from the suffering was when I was chanting Hare Krishna. So I was sitting in my practice rooms and I was chanting Hare Krishna the whole night.
Wow.
And when I stopped chanting, I had pain. When I started. And then there was someone in my heart saying, when you don't think that this is your wife, then you have no pain. And for a moment it was really also working. It was really interesting. It's not my thing which I have in my pocket. It's a person, whatever. It's Krishna's. But I mean, I really started from one day to the next, from 1 round chanting Hare Krishna to 16 rounds. I started cooking prasadam directly. I was distributing Prabhupada's books in my practice directly. Everything was possible in 1 day. So that was interesting. So I made a huge step in 1 day, which I've never made without this suffering, this experience. So I'm really grateful for this woman. She was there for a while, and she helped me to make a big step towards Krishna.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
It's pretty magical.
Back home, back to Godhead.
Yeah, Krishna, Krishna. Still, I have not enough. that's the difficulty with this other sex. Just, you cannot live with them and you cannot live without them. You think like it feels like that. So
Yeah.
so you have to have someone who's really also focusing on Krishna. Otherwise, it's not working out at all. Never.
Lust is like, the Gita says that it's Avritam Jnana Metena, that lust is like, it burns like fire.
Yes, yes.
There's no way to stop it. But yeah, sadhu or sadhvi,
Krishna, Krishna. I recently had a terrible experience here in this temple. I mean, when you have this healing ability, what I have, I can feel the energies in the room.
Sure.
And sometimes Matajis are pouncing out such a heavy sexual energy. I don't know how they do that, but I was so much affected. There was a visitor here, and it was like, wow. I was thinking, I have to jump on her right now. Please save me from this. Please help me. It was so difficult. And then the next day she was not there anymore. She was not coming. I was like, oh, thank you, Krishna.
Poke your eyes out, right?
Krishna, Krishna. It was not the eyes thing. It is the energy. I felt the energy, and it was poisoning my heart. And I was like, I was completely lusty because of this. Oh, I'm thinking, no, not again, please. And I talked to this also about this to Guru Maharaj, and he said, yeah, this is only happening in the Western world. In India, this is not happening. Something like this is not happening. And it is, and I had this also several times before, and I was always able to escape. This time it was like, it was a hard test. I was thinking, please, not a test like this anymore. Please, please, please protect me from this.
We have a devotee in America. He's a senior devotee. He travels around America in his van distributing Prabhupada's books. He's been doing it for a long time. And his Guru Maharaj told him, he said, better for you to die than to break your vow of, illicit sex, but specifically the opposite sex. He said, better for you to die than to break this vow. Yeah. He's a brahmachari. He's like 50.
Parmeshwar.
I think he's 60 actually.
He must be.
I think he's 59.
Yeah, he's got to be close to 60.
Yeah. He lives in his van full time. Books. Yeah, amazing devotee.
By himself.
No one else like him in the whole world.
He doesn't really have much association because he goes out to Mount Rushmore and he must be by himself.
Well, he was doing so much when he was, he's been doing it for decades, so he had, you go through different phases in life.
Yeah.
You want some more water?
I'll take some more.
Yeah, give some inspiration. He sweats a lot. So.
Sorry, I didn't. You want enough?
I'm okay, thank you.
I don't know if there's anything else about like cows that I can think of. Is there anything maybe not mentioned that you think would be good to know? You made the point sadhana, then you can get the intelligence basically when we get in that situation.
Yes, when you're purified, when you have good sadhana, you're purified, and then also these animals react accordingly.
You actually care for them that way. You feel obliged to them.
Yeah.
And Krishna's cows.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Yeah, that's the case with every service. As long as you're sadhana strong, the intelligence will come. And
do you think it's something anybody can do, or is it because it seems like only if you're cut this way then you can take care of the cows? Is it something you think most devotees should be allowed to do, or is it,
I mean, for me it was very helpful to be fearless. To deal with them very close, in a close way, in an open place where they're not so far away from you. Just when anything happens, I never had any fear.
Wow.
So that's very good when you're fearless.
Abhaya Charanadavinda. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Yeah.
So when you have fear, then just to do some cleaning or. Don't go so close to the animals. Just you never know how they react.
I see. Yeah, they can sense that,
Yes, they do.
and then they become fearful, and then there's
Then something could happen.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, actually, Prabhupada says that. Prabhupada was asked, "How do you feel when you chant Hare Krishna?" And Prabhupada says, "Fearless."
Mm.
So it makes sense because it's the formula. You're chanting Hare Krishna, and you're able to interact with them favorably, you know. But if your rounds are bad, then you know make an offense, and then there's some aparad in your seva.
I had a very interesting experience about that also many years ago in an Italian temple. From one moment to the next, I could not breathe in anymore. I got stuck and was blocked. It was like, just like that. And then that was very interesting because I directly started thinking of a Mataji.
Mm.
It was directly, and I could not stop that. It was interesting. I was also observing it. I was in it, and I was also observing somehow. I don't know how, but anyway, after a while, there was a voice saying, "Stop this nonsense. Start chanting Hare Krishna." And when I started chanting Hare Krishna, it was all in my mind for a few seconds, and the block was released again, and that made me really feel this because I was thinking, there's somebody really taking care of me.
Mm.
And that was interesting. I have shared this experience in the temple room, and when one Prabhu from Scotland was giving a class here, and he said, "Oh, he has a friend. He had a car accident. He got stuck in the car, and he was trying to think of Krishna, but he could not. He was thinking of his daughter all the time."
Mm.
But then there was a verse coming from the Bhagavad Gita, which was saying, "Think of me alone." Krishna says that, "Think of me alone."
Yeah.
So, but he could not. It was very difficult for him. So, when your sadhana is good, and when your mind is really focused on Krishna, then you should become fearless. It's interesting. I gave a class about that also. That what was it? It was the fourth canto. It was the song sung by Lord Shiva.
Rudra Gita, yeah.
Where he said, how was it? You become fearless and joyful when you are practicing devotional service.
Mm.
And the second ingredient was that you're situated in the right place, or an ashram.
Oh wow.
That was very interesting.
Mm.
These two ingredients you have to have. Then the result will be fearlessness and joyfulness.
Mm. That's a nice verse.
That was nice. You're familiar
It
with
wasn't
that?
the perfect.
I don't know that verse.
It wasn't the purport.
Oh, I'll have to look at that later. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm.
some things I remember. My remembrance is really very bad, but some things just really got just stuck in me. I cannot recite any verses. But what was also interesting, this Nishinga Kavacha, this 29 verses, 4 lines each, I could recite directly.
Krishna Kavacha, what is that?
It's for protection.
Yeah, that's the ones the devotees sing when we're driving,
Oh.
I think.
No. It goes Nishinga Kavacham, Gokshipa Ladivitan,
Oh.
Savakshakaram, Yusubupra, Sham Savasam Patkaran, and on 29 verses. So
Oh.
I had to recite because I had also some attacks from, I don't know, from some
You
other.
need shelter, protection.
Yeah, so it gives shelter, it gives protection. I had to chant it 3 times a day because I was really seriously attacked. So anyway, this gave me, did not have to learn this. I could recite it. I was reading it 2 or 3 times. I could recite it directly. I did not have to learn the Maharati. I did not have to learn this Nishinga prayer. I could recite them directly. Sing them directly. I had to learn the Tulasi prayer. I had to learn the Shikshashtakam. It took me a long time, and it wasn't. I'm sure I was a Hare Krishna before, because I could just remember things.
Wow.
I was there. I don't know where in the world. Maybe in India. I don't know.
You don't lose what you had
But-
in the previous.
But I landed in this material world because many Indians are thinking the best is in the West. My goal is to take birth in the West. So maybe I was also one of these thinking of the West all the time, and I landed there. I must have been in America also, because during my time in America and in the military, I had to give briefings to generals. It was during the Balkan War, so I was giving briefings, and I was just in the beginning. I was just like translating back and forth and then, what did he say? What do I have to say? But then I had a dream, and in this dream I was a black colored. Do we say that? I don't know.
African American.
African American, and after that I could speak English. It was a dream completely in English, and I could speak English fluently after that.
Whoa.
It was very interesting. So, and I was even when I went to the doctor, and it was an American doctor in the American base, and I went to him, and he said to me, "You know, you're speaking English with a California accent." He said to me, I don't know if it's true, but he said to me at that time. So, some experiences from the previous lifetimes. And what was also very, I had also one experience in the Second World War where I got shot. Should we really go on with this? I don't know. So, does not have anything to do with the Goshen. So it was just a previous life experience.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Before that, I was thinking of. I was in a Buddhist community, and we were just a lot of meditation things doing. And after the meditation, they went to each other. They said, "In my previous life, you have been my mother, and you have done this and that to me." And I was saying, "What are they talking about? Previous life? Nonsense." Until I've got this shot. I was in a healing session, and this person said to me, "And now we are in the Second World War in Italy." And I got a shot in the back. And my arm fell down. I could not move it.
This is a dream?
No, it was
real life.
It was really it was stored in my subtle bodies. And I don't know how he was able to bring me into this. And then my arm fell down. I could not move it. And I was awake. I started sweating. My whole body was, in 1 second, it was just wet, completely wet, and I collapsed. I knew it was the end of the Second World War. So I got shot. And it was interesting. I was in my military time. I was in Italy. I could understand very fast Italian language. And one day I was in a cathedral. And there was in this cathedral, there have been these plates of these fallen Italian soldiers in the Second World War. And I was standing in front of one of the plates. And later he said to me, "And now we are in the Second World War in Italy." It was crazy stuff. So yeah, I had some things, I don't know why I was, anyway, not really important. But then I know that there was something like a previous life. I could not see any pictures, but I felt everything very clearly.
Reincarnation, yeah, it's a science.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. So Goshen.
That's amazing.
Sorry, I'm talking too much.
No, your story, how you came here is just amazing. As devotees, we have to like accept it, even though it sounds crazy. Yeah. Reincarnation, past life regressions. Yeah. Those are definitely.
That the body is moving, old, young age, middle age, old age, and
next body, next life, next life.
It's reality, yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is for sure. And it's interesting, I had a friend, and she was also, we were doing this healing thing together, and she said to me, I've guided many people into past lives, and you don't believe how many have landed in a animal's body.
Oh.
And I said, that's very good work. And now you must show them, after they landed in the animal's body, why they have received an animal's body. Then they can learn a lot.
Wow. It's like Bharat Maharaj.
Yeah.
The body of a deer.
The deer, yeah. And later he was like playing the madman, so that you had no contact with anybody anymore. Just get through this.
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita says that's the greatest fear, is to lose a human form of life. That's the most dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Fall down again to lower
stages. It's very easy to get another body. It's very easy. It's not so easy to get out. It's not so easy.
How many people, there's 70 cows, how many people on a daily basis are helping out? I can't remember if I asked that already.
Let's say we have 5 devotees in the morning shift.
Yeah, which is what time to what
From
time?
5 to 10, let's say that.
Yeah.
I start at 10 with the cleaning, and another devotee also is done helping with the cleaning.
Yeah,
So mainly they start from 5 to 10, the first shift, 5 devotees with the milking and everything. And then in the afternoon, also again 4 or 5 devotees.
A different group.
Sometimes different groups, sometimes from the morning they are coming in the afternoon again.
When do they do their sadhana? Because they start at 5, so they do
That's a good question, I don't know.
up to the individual.
I don't ask them just.
It's come for service.
I have another plan. I was just insisting on this plan. Morning program started 10 to 1 and from 3 to 5 in the afternoon. I have 5 hours.
mm-hmm.
They wanted to give me 7, but I said just,
63 years old.
I said to them, when you have an old cow and you try to milk, exactly she can only give 3 liters of milk, and you want to get 5 liters out of her, is it making sense?
Not practical. Yeah.
And I said it's the same with me. Just you can try to give me 7 hours, but I don't know how long I will make it.
Like the nipples on the neck of the goat.
Yeah.
Krishna. So I'm very happy with I have a very good schedule because I can go to the morning program.
Yeah.
If you have any injuries here,
Yeah.
the temple gives you health care, they pay for it or something?
I don't go to the doctor. I
You don't go to the
I never
doctor?
went to the doctor.
Okay, you look like you
I just, like I said, I just was thinking
Yeah.
everything
Looks
is temporary this world.
Yeah.
And I was just going on with my services, everything and everything really went away also. I mean, it was like that.
Yeah.
Also this year after a while it came back.
What about
It's there again.
what about other devotees here? Have they had any experience any injuries? I guess the temple will take care of them, or
I cannot tell.
not really. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Probably a bit serious, maybe.
But
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm having, since 15th of July I will be employed here. I'm not a volunteer anymore.
Employed. Okay.
And then I will also I will be paid for the service, which is not really good. I don't know. But I know that Srila Prabhupada said no one should be paid for service. I also feel like that. I'm not so real. But what can be done? So I will also have just health insurance then. But I will not use it. I know. I don't go to doctor.
What expenses do you have? You have to buy your own food?
Yeah,
or-
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rent there's no charge
Yeah.
and all that.
I think from the 15th of July I will have to pay a little bit for the accommodation also.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have to pay for water or for gas extra, things like that. So the heating, everything is included, and that's not so much.
Do the cows prefer to be inside or outside?
I never asked them, but I know. I'm sure that they love to be outside and to move around freely, for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure the best for them.
Uh-huh. Well, even winter or summer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's possible, why not?
Yeah.
I had 2 horses, they were always outside. Always.
Are horses hard to maintain?
Yeah, I mean, you have to have pasturing grounds, and in the
Same
winter
thing.
you have to have hay, you have to buy hay when you cannot do it yourself.
Same level of maintenance as a cow or more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar,
Same.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have a huge space, several times I said to them, why don't we have some horses? Because sometimes they are really so far away, and you have
Yeah.
to bring them back.
Yeah.
It would be very easy to just, make a little ride with the horse,
Yeah.
and then bring them back. No problem. I would love to do that, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got-
Then you have to maintain other animals again, and you have enough animals already.
Do you use a bell or a flute to call them back or anything?
No, just walk there and just.
Oh my.
Hey, cow.
Yeah. Hey, cows.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe we should end, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna
Had
go
him for a while.
take some milk, and
Good.
thanks for giving us your wealth of knowledge.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.